Curtis Jackson, you promote James Kirkland.
Right.
He's just like an exceptional mauler, a type of fighter that goes and gets people. Just talk about like why work with Kirkland. What do you like about him as a fighter?
Well, I mean, we were talking about Kirkland Floyd.
Talking about Kirkland in this fight against Canelo.
Right. Originally, we were talking about Kirkland versus Floyd to get him to come over.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You think that's a fight that Floyd would take, though?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it is. Yeah, following this, if he beat Canelo, we could talk about it.
So maybe we get in a situation here where James Kirkland upsets Canelo. Would be a mild upset, not a huge one. I mean, Kirkland's it's definitely a good fight. And you think maybe we might see Mayweather, James Kirkland?
Well, initially when we were talking about bringing Kirkland over to TMT, that was the conversation we were having.
You have other fighters, right? Do you still work with Yuriorkis Gamboa?
Yeah, Yuriorkis Gamboa, Ryan Martin, young prospect, will be on this card too. So he's 12-0. Get a chance to see him in action. And then a few other, Luis Olivares, a few other fighters there.
You talked a little bit about just boxing as a sport in general and like the passion you feel for boxing is something important to you. How does that compare to your passion for music? Obviously, you made a life out of that, but is it similar or how does that work?
I mean, it's similar because boxing came into my life before music, and it's a different thing because the sports, the physical discipline, and it's a one-off. I got interested in it because music, everyone's there on time, and I load venues that are bigger than the venues that they're fighting in. And the interesting part about boxing is culturally people will miss a lot of the real action that's happening in front of those fights and show up. They're getting dressed while those good fights are taking place. And they show up for the main event.
Have you done any boxing? Have you been in the ring at all or anything like that?
I haven't been in the ring in a while. If you don't have to, I'm not letting nobody punch me for no reason.
It's a hard life, right? You got to ease your life to that.